Will God tell you that the person you're dating is supposed to be your husband or wife? That's not a simple answer. There are some people who will tell you that God was super clear. That is your husband, that is your wife, that's the person you're going to marry. And those people can be happily married and super content in their relationship. There are also people who felt that they heard that message and the other person did not feel they heard that message and they are not married, right? So we've got to be careful, making sure that we're testing the words we hear from God against the Bible, we're seeking wise counsel, and also we're listening to the cues of that other person who actually may not want that outcome, and we can't push them because we believe it's prophetic. What's for sure is that God cares deeply about your dating life and the person you end up marrying. Your future husband or wife is going to be a huge part of your life, influence your faith journey, influence your decisions, your family, so many different things. And he is not disinterested in that. Quite the opposite. He wants to be at the center of those decisions. I think often what I find is that God collaborates with us and allows us the dignity of choice. But within that, as you're exploring the right person and who you want to choose, he can also speak to you quite clearly about what is and isn't right in terms of a collaboration in your life. So it may be that you're just not getting peace about the idea of being in a relationship with a certain person. And maybe that's something that needs further conversation. It needs wise counsel. It needs you to plug into the Bible. It needs plenty of prayer. It needs, you to speak to church leaders or whatever. I think often you can go to him and talk to him about that choice and bring him into it and make sure that he's central to it. And if you ask for confirmation that it's the right person, sometimes he'll answer with a deep sense of peace, not necessarily a bam, yes, or suddenly a veil will just fall from the sky and drape across her face. And you're like, where's that come from? And there's just a veil lorry driving past. It's highly unlikely to be like that. But in the ongoing conversation that you're having with him and with your partner, the growing sense of peace that this is a good choice, that this is a good union, that together you communicate well and you'll be stronger for the kingdom together than you would be apart. That's probably when you're onto a winner.